everyone, welcome back to my channel. I've had some requests for this type of video over the years, and then someone asked me about it recently, so I thought I would pull together a video about the skincare that I bring with me when I travel. It's not the same all the time, but I thought I would give you like my mindset behind the products that I select when traveling. I pulled out a selection of products that is kind of reflective of a typical trip for me. Let's say we went to New York recently for our baby shower, which we drove for that, so I didn't have to take, travel size samples. I typically will hoard all of my samples from different GWPs or special bags or something, and if I'm flying. But if I'm driving, I tend to stick with like full-size products. I know I probably could be more efficient in my travel bag if I would kind of go down to travel sizes or little sample sizes. Sometimes I just want my full size and I don't have a travel thing of it. I sometimes decant some into travel bottles. I don't have favorite travel bottles or anything like that. I just, whatever I pick up at Target or the drugstore. But starting first with cleansers. I typically like to travel with balm cleansers rather than oil cleansers. Sometimes I will travel with an oil cleanser if I really pack it well, but I'm always afraid sometimes they've spilled and I just have oil everywhere and it's like a total mess. So I tend to gravitate more towards a balm cleanser, like the Kate Somerville Goat Milk cleanser. I brought this with me, I believe, when I went to New York. Oh, it's so good because I can use it in the morning as a first cleanse. I can use it at night to remove makeup. It really can. Most of my balm cleansers can remove my makeup, and then I don't even need a second cleanse sometimes. Sometimes I'll bring a second cleanse depending on, I don't know, how I'm feeling or if I have like a lot of room in my bag or I don't know. It changes. But I will always travel with a balm cleanser most of the time. The Colleen Rothschild Radiant Cleansing Balm. This is another one that I've talked about a ton. Really great for morning time, evening time, breaks down makeup, makes my skin feel hydrated, smooth, the whole 9 yards. And then I also like to bring with me an enzyme powder sometimes as a second cleanse because I don't like to really go hard with exfoliating products while I'm traveling because what if I have like a reaction or my skin is upset or something like that, but I still need something to help my skin texture. I don't know if my skin is reacting to something out and about, or I don't know whether it's just dehydrated or gets extra congested from our travels or what I'm eating. I like to have something to exfoliate it, but I don't need any harsh exfoliants. So I actually like to use an enzyme powder as a second cleanse. So the Tatcha enzyme powder is a really great one to bring. So smooth, so delicate, and works beautifully as a nice exfoliator to help with any texture issues, but also can be used as a second cleanse. I don't typically bring toners with me when I travel. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I'll sometimes throw in an essence. My thought process behind most of my travel items is hydration because that will keep, if my skin is dehydrated, it really will just look like a mess. It could break out, it could be really rough and bumpy, it'll look dull, it'll just be awful. So I really try to focus on hydration as much as possible. And then I have like one product that I bring just in case I break out. So the Tatcha essence, any essences really would work. I like to just any little added bit of hydration. If I really don't have the room, that would be a product that I would leave out because I can get by with serums and masks and a hydrating mist rather than an essence. But if I want to add that extra step in and I have the room to bring it, or maybe I have a travel size, I will. Love a face mist, always will carry one with me. I can use it on the plane, if we're going somewhere, if I'm driving somewhere. It's just always good to have it because you can spray it over your makeup depending on the one that you bring, or it's just, you can never overmist. How about that? You can never overmist, especially when traveling. I've been using the Pixi Glow Mist recently. I really love, what's really great? The First Aid Beauty Vitamin Hydrating Mist. I really like that. But now I think they've replaced it with their Greens Mist or something. I really did love that mist. I'm really liking this Pixi one. trying to think of what other mists. I love the Mario Badescu. That's very easy to travel with, and it's just a really great mist. Not so good over makeup, though. And I'm trying to think which one I like over makeup. If I think of one that kind of can double as in your skincare and also over makeup, I'll link it below, but I'm like drawing a blank right now, having like a pregnancy brain moment. Okay, eye creams. Now, when it comes to eye creams, like once again, hydration is key. Something easy like the Kate Somerville Goat Milk Depuffing Eye Balm. It's a stick. This is fantastic for traveling because it helps to really depuff, and it's very cooling and smoothing. And obviously, when I'm traveling, I don't know what kind of sleep I'm going to be getting or whatnot. So something that helps to depuff and cool is fantastic. I could get away with just bringing this. If I want something a little bit more rich, I will gravitate towards, or I will pull out one of my more hydrating eye creams. I don't care too much about dark circles when I'm traveling. I mean, I've talked before how I rarely find a eye cream that like helps with my dark circles. I just either get more sleep or use a good concealer. I know some of you have recommended some great eye creams for dark circles, and I always love to hear about them, but for me, I haven't really found one that like, I'm like, ooh, look at those, they're going away. But hydration for me makes even more of a difference because my skin can look dry and it will look just crepey and puffy and gross. Just, you guys know. So the La Prairie Skin Caviar eye cream, this is absolutely beautiful. It just smooths out that eye area, gives a lot of hydration to it, and which in turn makes me look very awake, makes any type of darkness under my eyes not look as prominent because my eye area just is a little bit more supple, and obviously it holds makeup better. I just look more well rested. It's good to have hydrated under eye area. But there's a ton of under eye creams that I like for hydration, and they're quite interchangeable. They don't have to be this pricey. But the Origins Ginseng, that one's really nice too. It's kind of like an easy, no muss, no fuss under eye cream. But I brought this recently on my trip. That's why I pulled this out. All right, then masks. I do love to bring a mask with me. Sheet masks are fantastic. Obviously, they're easy to pack and easy to use. They're throwaway, all that kind of stuff. The pharmacy ones, the coconut gel masks, this is the hydrating one. They have all different kinds. But these are some of my favorite sheet masks. They're so thin and so pliable, and they really adhere well to the skin, and I've just found that they give fantastic results. I sometimes will bring an eye mask, not always. I'm not that person that like always needs to have eye masks, because I find that using a sheet mask, sometimes I can push it up under my eyes, and I find that does a really great job, or even using like an eye stick like this. But sometimes I'll throw in eye masks. These are from LMS. They're just cooling, hydrating eye masks. If you suffer from like exceptionally puffy eyes or dry, or like your eye area is an area of concern for you, I would probably recommend bringing eye masks over even a face mask, because you can really get some great hydration from your skincare products, but you really may see that eye masks are a little more beneficial for you if you have to pick between the two. I also like, if I have the space, to bring like a regular size mask, maybe skip a sheet mask or use it in conjunction with. And the Sicily Black Rose Cream Mask, these masks in general, the Sicily range of face masks that they have, there's like the Instant Radiant, there's the Express one, the Instant Glow one. It's like a pink one, a blue one, a purple one. They're extremely pricey, but what I love about them is they are use them once and your skin is whipped into shape like that. There's no like, all right, great, now I use my mask. What other products can I use to help my skin come back to life? These are some of those masks that really pull your skin together like that and kind of do everything. So if I have the space, I'll bring one of those. I always travel with this product because it is my Acne Miracle product. It just always helps if I feel a bump coming or something is already there. I bring the Ren Bioretinoid Anti-Aging Cream. It's not an acne cream. It's not a spot treatment. Nothing. It is a retinoid. However, it's natural form of retinol, so it actually doesn't have traditional retinol or retinoids in it. So it's all natural. So they use more natural ingredients to mimic the effects of retinol. But I find that it just helps to take down the redness. I discovered this a long time ago as I was using it on my skin. I was like really noticing it was doing some wonders on blemishes that I had. And over the years, I was just like, well, let me grab that cream that I tried that one time and put it on my blemish. And so that's how I discovered that it really works well on my breakouts. So I never travel without this. I either bring the full bottle or I will put it into a little travel container. Never without it. All right, serums wise, I like something, like I said again, that is hydrating. I am not trying to do something retexturizing, something anti-aging, something new. I need the serums in my routine when I travel that are my workhorse, not my workhorse, but my consistent performers. Maybe they're not, going to change my skin while I'm traveling, but I know I won't break out from them. I know they will make my skin look great, hydrated, fresh, balanced. They will kind of just, stay the course with me. So something like the Ulla Henriksen Truth Serum. I love this vitamin C serum. It's still such a classic. I've been through countless bottles. It falls into it will never change your skin to the point where you're like, the results were stunning. Oh my gosh. But the reason why I keep going back to it and keep repurchasing it is because my skin always looks great with it. I never have like an on or an off time. It's always on. And something like this is SkinCeuticals Hydrating B5 Gel. If I'm not going to go for something more vitamin C based, I'm just going to go for a hydrating serum because hydration will solve most of my skincare issues more than any other possible active ingredient. Because if your skin is hydrated, it can help mask fine lines, dullness, crepiness, loss of firmness. Like when something's hydrated, it just all around looks a little bit better. Then when you get home, you can target all the other stuff. And moisturizer wise, once again, hydration is key. I like something basic, no muss, no fuss, like the Dermalogica Active Moist. Super easy, never makes me break out. It's just a classic one I've been talking about for a long time. The Colleen Rothschild Sheer Renewal Cream. This I've been using for quite a long time, and I've talked about how it's been in my morning skincare routine on and off for a very long time. It has slight exfoliation properties, so it will help to give you like a slight exfoliation, which is nice, but for me, I find that this is best used in the morning because it makes my skin, it almost acts as like a mild makeup primer. It makes my skin kind of very flawless. It looks as if it blurs imperfections. I don't know. Sometimes I'll look in the mirror and I'm like, is it blurring imperfections? I don't know. But all I know is my skin looks very prepped and primed and ready to go when I have this product. I always bring SPF with me, and I like my SPFs to also have like a hydrating property to them, and something really easy like the Mara Badescu Oil-Free Moisturizer SPF 30. Or, you guys know, this is my like holy grail, I can't live without this stuff. It is the Sunlea by Sicily SPF 50. In a pinch, I can skip serum, moisturizer, everything after my cleanser and throw on this moisturizer. That is how comforting, hydrating, just it checks off every single box. It is that good of a moisturizer. And it should be because it's ridiculously priced. But the thing is, if it's ridiculously priced, sometimes I'm like, well, is it really worth it? And am I seeing, it can take out like half of my skincare routine because that is how wonderful my skin looks and feels when using this. And let me show you some travel bags that I fell in love with. And I feel the need, I've talked about them. I had a few of my like travel essentials posts. I'll look for that on my blog and I'll link it below. But I mentioned these in there. They are the Flight 001 bags. Now, it's a travel company that makes these bags for traveling. And they make all different ones. So this is your regular clothing bag, and the thing is, it has 2 zips. So there's a top zip where you put your clothes in and it says clean, and then when you're done, you can turn it around and put your clothes in the dirty side. It's like, I think it says laundry. So you can separate the two, and they say you can fit 2 weeks worth of clothing in here. You can fit a good amount, and it really helps to condense everything. That's why I started traveling with these. I had read about them from someone, and I bought them for Stan and myself, and we can really get a lot of stuff because it condenses all of your clothes, and then you have the rest of your suitcase to do whatever you want with. But now they started making like shoe bags and lingerie bags and that sort of thing. So you could literally, for those organization freaks out there, I am one of them. I love to organize everything, and literally you could have a bag for everything in your suitcase, which is wonderful. So, and everything's like labeled, like shoe bags, laundry bags, lingerie bags, so that everything is separate and you know where it is. Okay, also, they make a really great travel makeup bag thing that you can, hang when you get wherever you are. Stan typically uses this. He likes to use this one more than I do because I tend to really bust out of this. But he can fit all of his travel essentials in here. I was thinking of buying a second one for myself and then just like supplementing with another bag. So I need to put my brushes in a certain bag, and I tend to not be able to fit everything in this, but you can fit a majority of most of the skincare products I talked about in this. And once again, everything is color coded, so your suitcase could be like the epitome of organization. So I hope this was helpful, and I answered any questions that you may have. Feel free to leave me a comment if you have any other questions or any tips of your own for when you travel. Love to hear what you guys use. Sometimes people have some great tips on how they travel with their skincare or beauty or whatnot. So leave me a comment below, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.